Hello everyone, it's Nady, and today we'll be testing out the Urban Decay Naked Reloaded palette. As you beautiful people know, this is about the product, not the people behind it. Any tiff you may have with them, please cast it away because this is a channel of positive energy. Okay? Thank you. Look at this, my hair finally fits in the whole frame. Shit, yes. Oh, but I missed my blonde already. That is gonna have to come back real soon. Anyways, I hope you all are having a wonderful day. I myself woke up super early today, continued cleaning my house. I got sick there for a few days, so I had to kind of lay low for a bit. My nose is still a little bit of a stuffy little bitch, but that is okay. We are gonna work through that. I actually wasn't even gonna film today, but I thought I could take a little break from cleaning, play with this, and then while I finish, I can really see how this thing lasts during a wear time test. And I actually did see quite a few people online comparing this little baby to the Anastasia Sultry palette. I myself can't even remember what the fuck the Sultry palette looks like, and I haven't opened this up yet to see what this looks like, but I do have the Sultry palette here in front of me, and so once we get through our normal bullshit, I will do a comparison on the two. I know a lot of people already have this palette, and I'm not trying to take any sales from Urban Decay, but if they are the same, I might be able to save you a little bit of mala. Oh my god, who the fuck says mala anymore? Jeez. Anyways, for this review, I am wanting to give you the best review possible, but truthfully, I'm gonna start toning my looks down and make them more wearable, but still glam. It's one of my goals this year to put out way more videos, and I find that when I review full palettes like this, I try to use every fucking color in the palette just to see how they perform, and it ends up creating a muddy ass mess. And then in the end, I really can't tell how anything actually performed because I just end up with a gray blob on my eye. And then when I do use every color, I overthink everything and try to figure out what color should go where, what color should go there, and then I mess everything up. And I am not a professional makeup artist whatsoever. I'm just a makeup hoe, a makeup enthusiast, if you will. I'm not Nikki Tutorials yet. I will continue practicing, and one day we will get there. But for now, I'm gonna do 3 or 4 shades out of each palette, maybe do a cut crease. Of course, I'll do wear time tests, but I think I'll get a better feeling and idea of how the palette performs if I don't cram every fucking shadow onto what little eye space I have. So without further ado, I'm gonna shut my bitch ass up and let's hop into this review. Unfortunately, I never had the original Naked palette just because when it came out, I really wasn't into makeup like I am now. I had considered getting it before they took it off the market, but honestly, I have so many fucking nude palettes that I don't need to add another one to my collection. I honestly only got this one because I feel like it's been a little while since we've tried an Urban Decay product. This isn't in Sephora for a few more days, although when you see this video, this might be there. But it looks like there's already reviews on the website, so I'm gonna go ahead and read some of those. And I did order this directly from Urban Decay, but I'm pretty sure it's the same price, 44 bucks. That is a lot of money, but if it's good quality, I'm hoping that it's worth it. And on their website, out of 16 reviews so far, it only has 3.5 out of 5 stars. That's not that good. I mean, it's not terrible, but I kind of expected more for this palette. And like always, I never let these positive or negative reviews influence me at all. We are going into this with a very open mind. But when I can, I do always like to look at the reviews just because sometimes they do have some helpful little titty bits in there. Oh my god. Ugh. So let's go ahead and look at the lowest review, which is 1 star, that says product quality is great. It has good pigment and staying power when used with a primer, but honestly, it's a complete waste of money. All of these colors are probably somewhere in another palette that you already have. Save your 44 bucks for something else I will be returning. That honestly is a very, very good point. When it comes to nude palettes, it can be difficult to switch it up, and so if you have like 10 nude palettes, you actually only have like 3. Anyways, the next 1 star says copycat. The palette is okay. The problem I'm finding as a negative is that it takes a lot to build up the pigmentation because when I go to blend it out, the color just goes away, so I have to pack more on with a flat shadow brush and then blend and pack more on and on and on. And so even with a primer, you really can't get that much shadow. Oh shit! And if you have the Born to Run palette, which in fact we do, they say you will already have a lot of these shadows. Other people say it's such a bummer, only about half the shadows have good pigmentation to them. Let's go ahead and look at the top reviews, which say, love this palette, shadows are very creamy and pigmented. This 5-star review says it's very, very pretty to look at, but when you actually use it, you don't really get much. In fact, some of the shadows are actually scratchy. Then why the fuck did you give it a 5-star review, bitch? Loving this palette, great revamp of a classic. What's weird is that a lot of the 5-star reviews on here actually have a lot of negative things to say, so that confuses me. Let's go ahead and open this little baby up and see what we're working with. Ooh, you know what? I like the fact that this isn't metal because if I remember correctly, the old one was like tin. Oh, that's weird. Actually, I don't know that I like this. It's fabric, like cushioned fabric, almost like a couch. That is very odd. I've never ever felt any palette like that. I mean, that is really cool, but it almost seems like cheesy or cheap. I don't know. Like, this seems like makeup I'd get at at H&M or Forever 21. Let's go ahead and open this up and look at it. Ooh. Okay, so for somebody who probably has 100 nude palettes, I do actually really like this. I mean, is it anything special? Fuck no. But I have been reaching for the same basic ass nude palettes lately, and this could be something that I'd reach for. Ooh, and we have a nice big mirror right here. If the little thing will come off. Come on, you little hooker. There we go. I just don't like this packaging. Not just because it looks cheesy, but I feel like the moment any eyeshadow touches this, you are fucked. Like, imagine dropping this on your love seat or your carpet. That is exactly what this would be like. But otherwise, at least going off of looks, I think it's pretty. Is it worth over $40? No, I'm pretty sure you could get like a Makeup Revolution palette that looked the exact same. No shade towards anyone. I honestly feel the same way about pretty much every nude palette. But now that we've taken a look at this, let me go ahead and open up the Anastasia Sultry palette and we can kind of compare. Okay, there is that. Totally do not remember even reviewing this, but I have it, so I must have. And here we have them together. Actually, they do kind of have similar colors. And maybe they kind of don't. The Urban Decay does not have a black in it, and this kind of peachy corally shadow is way pinker. I actually prefer the Anastasia one a lot better. But if you're just looking at them, yes, they do look similar, but once they're kind of next to each other, they are different. Like, I don't think any of the shadows are the exact same. They're just both nude palettes. Let me go ahead and swatch a few of these that kind of are similar. Oh my god. That Naked one is very, very pigmented. Shit. And I sprayed a little setting spray in my hand just so they have something to stick to. Ooh, the Anastasia definitely feels a lot better. The Anastasia is on my middle finger here, right there, and then this is the Urban Decay. Ooh, the Anastasia one feels softer, but the Urban Decay one went on a lot better. And those do look the exact same, but they're both like milky white shades that a lot of palettes have, so I'm not that surprised. Here we have Urban Decay, and then here we have Anastasia. Yeah, the Anastasia one is definitely much lighter, kind of on the warm side, while the Naked one is quite a bit cooler. Is there a big enough difference to justify getting one palette over the other? Not really, but they are definitely different. Here we have Anastasia, and then here we have Urban Decay. Those definitely are not the same. I don't know what you're seeing, but this one is definitely yellow, and this one is kind of pinky. Here's Anastasia, and here is Urban Decay. Actually, those do look somewhat similar. The undertone is definitely a lot different, but in person, they kind of look the same-ish. Not really. Okay, I'm just gonna say it right now. These are not at all the same. Yes, they're both nude palettes, and truthfully, some of the colors are probably just a little bit different, but that little tiny difference overall makes a big difference. So now we can put that to rest, and let's go ahead and actually review this. So far, what I could tell just from the few swatches that I did, this is actually pretty damn good quality. Like, the pigmentation is definitely there, and it actually has my thong a little bit wet. Like, hopefully this bitch is a beast. So let's go ahead and swatch and do a look with this. You guys know the song. Are you ready? It's swatching time. And here we have all of the shadows at once. I kind of decided to switch things up. Normally I would swatch these in increments on the back of my hand, but I kind of like the idea of seeing them on my whole arm just so that we can see how they reflect in the light on the different curves of my hand. And I did swatch these over just a basic face primer, and these actually look really fucking good. Like, these swatched like a damn dream. I don't really know that I have any complaints about any of these shadows. I mean, I guess the first one, Bribe, it did kind of come off. I didn't wipe it or anything. It does kind of show up a little bit there on the top, but for the most part, it's kind of non-existent. And I guess a few of the metallics, especially Angel Fire right here, it is kind of picking up and flinging off. Like, it's just not laying down. And this shade right here, I think it's Dreamweaver. It didn't really want to swatch that great to begin with, and it doesn't look the best on my hand. But collectively as a whole, so far this palette does seem pretty good quality. Like, there's only a couple throwaway shades in here. Although the fact that there's any throwaway shades in a palette, that is a little bit concerning. But of course, swatches don't actually mean jack shit. You don't really know how the product performs until it's on your eyes. So let's go ahead and hop into a look. My face is already prepped and primed. I do have on a little bit of highlighter, but that's okay. I'm gonna leave it there. And for foundation, I'm gonna actually go in with a new product. This is the CoverGirl Plus Olay Simply Ageless. My grandmother uses this and she always looks fucking amazing. So I ordered some and I thought I'd give it a try. I have no idea if this is my color. This is the shade 240 Natural Beige, and I'm just gonna apply it with a moistened sponge. That actually might be an okay color for me. Shit. Be like the first time ever on this channel. Might be a tiny bit too light for me, but that's okay. We can work with this. Oh my gosh, this is really fucking pretty. What the shit? You know what? I do have a darker shade here. I think I'm just gonna take one little squirt from it just to kind of balance things out because I am looking a tiny bit ghostly over here. Bitch looks like he's been baking bread all day. I'm one ashy little fuck. If you've watched my videos at all, you know that I'm a true fan of the Dior Backstage. Like, I very, very, very rarely stray from that unless I'm testing out a foundation. But this actually kind of looks similar to it. Like, what the fuck? This does feel a bit heavier than my Dior, but oh my god, I could definitely go to Pound Town on this shit. Like, fuck me up. Well, there we go. That was a good, what, like $7 investment? Shit. For concealer, I'm gonna go in with a shade that's a little bit too light for me and one that's a little bit too dark for me. The one that's too light for me is the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop. This stuff is so fucking good. Like, it does not crease on me at all, which is like a miracle. I'm a very animated person. My eyes like to gesticulate a lot, and everything that I put underneath my eyes creases no matter how I set it or apply it, but this shit does not. It is like glue underneath there. Unfortunately, the woman at the NYX store put away the one that I found that probably would have matched me and gave me this one. She is a bit too light, honey. So that is okay. I'm just gonna mix it with Medium Tan by ColourPop. We'll set a little bit of translucent powder right under there just in case we do feel like creasing today. I'm gonna stop that shit before it starts. To prime the eyes, I'm gonna go in with this Kat Von D color correcting shadow primer. And then to set that and create a nice blank canvas, I'm gonna dip a big ass fluffy brush into this bright color here, which is Bribe. I'm gonna place that all over the eye from lid to brow, just spread that shit around. And that does seem to be going on pretty good, creating a nice kind of milky white blank canvas. Very, very nice. We can see kind of a difference between the two eyes. So far, so good. Yes, you filthy queen. Ooh. All right, let's get into the real biznatch here with some color. I say that because there's literally one color in here and it's barely color at all. So let's go ahead and, I don't know, what should we do? I guess let's go ahead on the orangey side and start with Boundaries. Ooh, damn, she definitely has quite a bit of fallout. I don't mind that as long as it's not all over my face. In the pan, I could not care less, but if it drops on my face, then we got a fucking issue. So let's go ahead and take that. I'm gonna start right here on the outer corner and kind of work that right into the crease line, back and forth. Ooh, that goes on very, very nicely and blends out super easily. Oh my god. Oh, it's so creamy and buttery and good. So this is just the first color, so I don't know how it's gonna be, but so far, mama likes. Just keep going back and forth ever so gently, kind of feathering it out. This just blends out so easily and effortlessly. Like, this would be perfect for beginners or I guess professionals, like anyone. All right, there we have that shadow. Doesn't really look like there's much on my eye. That's because there isn't. And I feel like these colors are really good for like being a one and done kind of thing. Like, even if you just left your eyes like this, maybe applied a little bit of mascara or even a small wing, you would honestly be set for the day. But I'm allowing myself 4 shades, so I'm definitely going to take advantage of that and use 4 different shades. Maybe 5 if you include a shimmer, but shh, nobody has to know. Ugh. And one thing that I do like about these shadows is they are buildable. They're not the most impactful right when you put them on. I think I remember somebody in the written reviews saying that, and that definitely is true. But I personally would rather have a buildable shadow than a shadow where you dip in once and it's like so fucking pigmented that each time you use it, it's really inconsistent, because it's a lot easier to add on shadow than it is to take away. All right, there is Boundaries all over our eyes. Next, I'm gonna take a Moda Pro, what is this? A Moda Pro BMX 430 crease brush, and I think I'm gonna dip into Retro right here. It's a shade that I'm very, very curious about, but oh my god, there is so much fallout. And like I said, that's really not that big of an issue. There doesn't seem to be any fallout underneath my eyes, which is really what matters. So let's go ahead and take that, and I'm just gonna place that pretty much over what I already laid down, just to see if these two shadows are down to fuck and how they kind of play with each other, which so far they seem to look great. Like, they're blending together super nicely. They're not getting muddy. Like, I can still see the difference between the colors. And I think I'm gonna take some of that pink and just place it along the actual eyelid here. Oh my gosh, I actually really do like this palette. Like, it is such a simplistic, almost stupid palette, yet I really, really like it. And if you know me, you know that I am not a nude bitch, but I really like this. Is it anything special whatsoever? No, but the quality is kind of what makes it unique from others. It is really good quality. And then the last matte that I think I'll use is this deep one right here, just to kind of glam this look up. This is pretty much the same look that I always do, but I'm going to place this right here on the outer corner of my eye and then push this about halfway into the crease line, and then make little tiny circular motions on the outer half of my eye. Ooh, that blends out really nicely too. A lot of times these deeper shades just are patchy and kind of rough looking, but this seems to be pretty okay. Tap it like the ass cheeks of an Adonis running on the beach. There we go, very nice and easy and simple. And then, gay gasp, I don't think I'm gonna do a cut crease. I think I'm actually just going to lay some of the metallic down. Not that a cut crease wouldn't look abso-fucking-lutely banging, but a lot of people don't do cut creases, and so they don't have that concealer laid down for the metallics to stick to. A lot of people just put metallics on their eyes, and so I kind of want to do that. I did, however, spray this brush with setting spray. That's something that I would do no matter what. Let's see, what color do I want? Do I want to do super light, or do I kind of want to go bronzy? I think let's start with super light, and then I'll put some of the bronzy shades over that. So with this clean, damp brush, I'm going to dip into Angel Fire, which honestly doesn't pick up that great, even though this brush is wet. Let's see if it lays down at all. No. Nothing went on and nothing is laying down. Let me see how it reacts to my finger. Maybe that's all she needs. Ooh, there we go. This is very, very chunky, almost like glitter. I don't really know what this would be called because it's not like a normal metallic. It's kind of a combination of like matte and shimmer. And it definitely does have some fallout off of my finger, which does kind of scare me for the wear time test because I'm not putting this down on like anything sticky. I mean, I would have loved something sticky all over my eyes for this to stick onto, but this is not that kind of YouTube channel. Anyways, that's what it looks like on. Yes, it is pretty. Holy shit, it is all over my under eye. But is this metallic really anything that's special? No, in fact, it's kind of subpar. I don't know if it's just this shadow that's like that, if it's because it's not going on anything sticky. That is kind of odd to me that it wouldn't even go onto a damp brush. I'm gonna take whatever darkness is left on this brush and just kind of tap it onto the outer corners, as well as just a teeny tiny bit of that Dreamweaver. I just want to see how it plays on the eye, if it even goes on, because it did not swatch very good at all, and it's not going on the eye very well either. That is definitely one of those throwaway shades that I was talking about. It does not look that good. Oh my god, it's just going all over my eye. Okay, I'm just going to leave that be like that. Let me take a clean brush and try to dust all this fallout off. On the bottom, I'm just gonna keep it super simple. I'm gonna start by smoking out some boundaries, back and forth all over the lower lash line. Then I'm taking a little tiny bit of that deep brown endgame. Then I'm gonna take that from inner corner to outer corner in between the lashes. Super simple but super glam. This kind of look looks amazing on pretty much everyone. And if by some chance you're actually following along with this tutorial and you're using this palette, it's very, very easy to follow along. I feel like this is a super fail-safe palette. To finish up the eyes, I'm gonna take up, not that, there's nothing left to that shit. I'm gonna take this LA Girl nude liner and go right in the waterline. Oh my gosh, that is very dramatic. I look like a fucking mime. Okay, just to make that a little less ridiculous looking, I'm gonna take a MAC black kohl pencil and just take it on the upper and lower waterline at the same time. There we go, that's a little bit better. And then I'm gonna take that right in between the lashes as well. All right, liner is on. For mascara, I'm going in with this Too Faced Better Than Sex. To finish up the eye look, I'm gonna place a little bit of Poplux Pure Life right in the inner corner just to brighten shit up. Holy shit, Nady, you went a little bit heavy-handed on that blush today. My god. That is okay, highlighter will fix everything. So let me go ahead and spray my face with a little bit of setting spray. This is the NYX Matte Finish Spray. Then for highlighter, I'm gonna go in with one from my upcoming collection. Oh my god, it's killing me, it's that good. Yes, bitch. Oh, I promise you this next collection will be out very, very soon. It's taking a lot longer because we are moving to a factory. So when other people are involved, things are just very, very slow, I'm finding. Then for lipstick, I'm going in with Pat McGrath's Unfaithful. This was a present to me. I have not used it yet from my beautiful Mama D. Yes. And here we are with the final look. I did top the lipstick off with the Pretty Vulgars and my lips are sealed. Oh my god, I love this look so fucking much. I am honestly very proud of myself that I didn't use like 30 eyeshadows and still came out with a pretty look. For me, if I wore makeup every day, this is the kind of shit that I'd be wearing. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean the rest of my house. I am gonna do a wear time test. I will see you in just a second. And we are back. We just hit like the 4-5 hour mark. And I did not change anything except I did reapply a fresh coat of lipstick. I will let you guess how it came off. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at this. I think it looks pretty much the exact same. Like, it really didn't rub off or fall off or wear off. And if it is fading, the shit is fading very gracefully. What do you think? Fucked up liner aside, does she still look pretty? I actually do think this looks and feels really damn good. I mean, it's not like I created some big ass extravagant red carpet worthy glam look. It's just a basic nude glam, but I think it was very, very easy to get here. Like, the quality of the shadows for the most part was pretty okay. But like I said before, really not every shadow in here gets me moist. I would say that probably 2 of these shadows are throwaways, one being Dreamweaver, and truthfully I can't remember what the other one was, but I remember when I was using it thinking this is a throwaway. And each one of these shadows is a little bit over $3.50, and so if 2 of these are throwaway, that means $7 wasted. And it's not like this is a Pat McGrath palette that's outrageously expensive, but 7 out of the $44 that you paid for this is pretty much trash, which you gotta kind of consider because because to me, just 2 of these were a throwaway, but for others, more than 2 might be a throwaway. But then again, for many people, maybe none of these are throwaway. So do I recommend this palette? If you have 3 or more nude palettes already, then no. I very much doubt that you're gonna get anything new in here that you don't already have. But if you don't have nude palettes and you're looking for one that is, for the most part, good quality, and that you could get a few pretty good looks out of, then totally. I'm very surprised this fabric cover isn't a complete shit show by now. That makes me kind of hopeful that it won't get dirty, but there's no way this isn't gonna get dirty. In fact, right there, it's already like stained. I've never really been a fan of Urban Decay's big clunky ass palettes, but honestly, I would almost prefer those over this. But that shit is totally personal preference. In the end, is it a good palette? For the most part, but is it anything special? Not at all. Even though the shadows in here that are good are really good, I think that you could probably find something for cheaper that's very, very similar to this. I almost feel like with drugstores stepping their kitties up lately, you could probably find something very, very comparable in the drugstore section at like Ulta. But if you're a fan of Urban Decay, you probably won't be let down by this. I feel like quality and color-wise, this is just pretty close to what I expect from Urban Decay, but I definitely am gonna do quite a few more looks with this. I especially love this retro shade right here. It was so pretty. But yes, I like it. No, I don't love it. Is it something you absolutely need? No, not at all. If it's something that speaks to you, then obviously grab it. But this palette isn't something that I wish I had if I were on like a deserted island. It's really a palette that I could live without, but I'm fine having. But there you go. Like always, please be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell down below so that you're notified anytime I upload a new video. Don't forget my newest collection of highlighters, including Black Ice, which does change from black to white, is available at thepoplix.com. Also, my latest album, Kiss of Fame, is available everywhere online that music is sold. Thank you so much to everyone who's supporting them. Comment down below, let me know what you thought of this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter at officialnady, and you can follow me online at thepoplix.com. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you again soon. Bye!